may isang mode na pwedeng i-shortcut siya. Now, what you need only is to get the 1/3 signature of the member of the House of Representatives in order to...
Would you also like to comment on this statement? Yes. I think this is...
To me, wala, hindi ho ceasefire. We just do our job. We'll continue to do our job. And wala po kaming ginigera sino man o kanino man.
Quad hearings and the good government hearings are not in any way related to impeachment. Although there are people who would have that opinion na yung lumalabas dito sa mga hearings ito would be a ground, that would be a separate thing. We have our different agenda for the different committees, and we are still pursuing the functions of the committee. Separate naman po yun. But if, however, some people would find basis to file any complaint based on what they found there, then that's something that would be a separate procedure altogether po. No?
In addition to that, I think what we're doing at the Quadcom is really to strengthen standards, no? How we can account public funds that are being spent, no? According to joint circular, kasi ngayon we're talking about the joint circular memorandum. So we're looking at that and to pass legislations. This is entirely in aid of legislation. So tama nga yung sinabi ni Kong Rog, this has nothing to do with a possible impeachment complaint, no? So kailangan ma-separate. We have to, the term is compartmentalize the issue.
Lang po yung questions ko from my end. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dwight. Before I call the next reporter to ask question, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Assistant Majority Leader J. Kung Sambales. Sir, thank you for joining us today. And if you want, you can also join the table. Sandro Chona from Billionario TV, you're recognized.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am. Na-mention ni SecGen na we may not have enough time kasi sabi niya, the thoughts on that, sir. So, pwede bang tanggapin? Paano po ba? Pwedeng tanggapin and then maybe next year na?
Here, this would be our first to entertain that. But if that is his opinion, then I think that should be, it has some weight naman.
Na lang. Pwedeng next year na lang po.
Well, I think the Secretary General is speaking on the practicality of time. He wasn't really saying about the acceptance or receiving any complaint. So, kung 10 days siya, if that's according to the rules, how many days are left before we call for a break? No? 10 days. 9 session days. So I guess the Secretary General is well informed about the rules. So probably.
Thank you. Bibian Gulia from ABS-CBN.
Wala akong natanggap na text eh. No, no. Of course, we're going to put weight. Bibigyan namin naman ng, kukonsidera namin yung message niya. Una sa lahat, again, 11-12 na, wala pa rin kaming, wala talaga. Sa totoo lang. And kayo naman, nandito kayo araw-araw, wala pa rin, malalaman nyo yan kung meron na. Pero wala pa kaming natatanggap. So, wala. I mean, yes, ginagalang namin and binibigyan naming respeto and syempre.
Pero ang kagandahan naman po with the government now, it's very open lines of communication. We've experienced that po kami sa legislative. Although our functions may not be executive, when we have comments, opinions, they're always open. The secretaries, the president, and all the way down the line, they're very open po for communicating with us. And I think that's what's happening now the same way. I wouldn't call it a suggestion. Perhaps it's an advice, given his wisdom of what he sees in the situation. So, po. But I really don't think that is an order po, no? Because that's a different jurisdiction naman ng powers natin. Thank you.
Well, in addition to that, tama, re-echo yung statement po ng mga kasamahan ko dito. Of course, we would respect the position of the President and we value his guidance, no? Pero sabi nga, hindi yun directive, no? It's an appeal actually, if you look at it. If it's an appeal. So that speaks about, again, the character of the President respecting the independence of the legislative. Because if it's possible, not to entertain, possibly, no, not to entertain. Actually, the the statement of the president was sedence respecting the independence of a co-equal branch.
Thank you.
Second question.
Okay,
lang,
go ahead,
sir.
Bibian.
You did mention na parang patuloy pa rin, tama ba, yung mga investigasyon ng Quadcom? I mean, separate yung investigations ng Quadcom and ng good government on the OVP confidential funds. But sa schedule this week, parang wala pa po ako nakitang schedule ng hearing this week, whereas in the past, parang every week may hearing.
Well, it also depends kasi on the availability of resource persons eh. So once we schedule the Quadcom, once we schedule the next committee persons, kasi of course, kailangan mong pag magkukwad ka, maghihiring ka, kailangan lahat ng tatanungin mong tanong at yung dapat na tanunging tao ay nandoon. So yung scheduling naman is, I guess, wala pa, it's not official, but we're looking at possibly this within the week. No? Magkakaroon po ng continuation of the hearing ng Quad.
Just to add lang po siguro, dahil lang po wala sa schedule doesn't mean hindi po tuloy. Like we mentioned, I think we're of the opinion, what we understand from what's happening sa Congress is that tuloy pa rin naman po yung ating mga hearings. It's just that as of now, although wala siya sa schedule, we have to take note under our rules, we have 3-day notice. So it could still happen. We have hearings from Mondays to Friday. So it could still be like either today or tomorrow you might receive the notice. But in addition to that, just what we've heard, I think one thing to also consider, although it's not a slowing down, it's Christmas season, mahirap na rin po, all of our congressmen also have to be in the district, they have to be in, hindi po tuloy.
25.
Morning po. Sir, regarding dun sa issue ng time constraint natin, kasi 9 session days na lang, tapos according to SecGen, 10 days kung sakaling mag-file yung to act on the impeachment complaint. All in all, sabi niya, doon sa prosesong yon 130 days. So, papasok na tayo by February ng election session. Pero, based on our observation on the previous impeachment, like for example, the impeachment case of former President Joseph Estrada, may isang mode na pwedeng i-shortcut siya. Now, what you need only is to get the 1/3 signature of the member of the House of Representatives in order to para mabuo yung tinatawag na article of impeachment. May we know kung sa leadership, sa majority, aside from the statement coming from the President, sa agenda ba ng majority using the shortcut method?
Well, yung sa kay former president naman, that's a direct action taken by the House previously. So ito kasi sinasabi nga namin, there's no advice. We don't actually discuss about impeachment, no. And parati ho namin sinasabi to, there's no official or there's no formal discussion or talks among the leadership, and even sa amin po, about a possible filing of the impeachment. Actually, ang naririnig po natin na may ready for filing yung kanilang complaint are yung mga ibang grupo po outside. But as far as the leadership is concerned, that is, to me, within 9 days, nung sinasabi ni SecGen, that cannot happen because it only possible if the House directly has taken action on the complaint, meaning if you have secured, I guess, a number of signatures of the House. That's the time.
Again, we aren't in any discussion of any specific process na or method na gagamitin because as emphasized, wala namang nagfa-file pa.
But just to answer lang po yung question, I think because it's theoretical. Yeah, there are the 3 modes po, no? And I think it would be correct to say that by the 3rd mode, if you're able to secure 1/3 signatures, it would go directly. So just to answer the question, if I understood it correctly, tama po, that would be a way siguro around it's not just magic po, yung 1/3 number of signatures, that's quite a lot, it's 100 plus. So kung meron man, there should be word about it right now, and unfortunately we don't. We're hearing about complaints from private citizens, pero that's still outside pa po. So technically speaking, nothing has started, so we can't really speak about it.
Other than being President of the Republic of the Philippines. So kindly, would you like to comment on that?
Then why didn't she run? If she had it in the bag, she should have, dapat tumakbo siya. You know, I mean, 2025 na eh. 20, di ba? Ngayon mo pa sasabihin yan. Di sana tumakbo siya. Tsaka yung presidency, dapat para sa kanya yon. Sorry, kasi di ba, I mean, what was that statement for? Then she should have filed to be president, to run for president, but she didn't. She filed to run for vice president.
Would you also like to comment on this statement? Yes. I think this is particularly for the House members. Huwag nila ako i-gaslight into saying na ako ang dahilan ng kaguluhan na ito. Ang kaguluhan na ito ay nagsimula sa terrorism nila, sa harassment nila, sa threats nila sa mga personnel of the Office of the Vice President. I mean, particularly about the Good Government Committee hearing po.
To put it quite frankly, and in the course of those hearings, ang daming lumabas. Ang daming acknowledgement receipts, ang daming lumabas na ang dami. Hindi naman nagpupuyat kami para silipin yung mga dokumento na yon para isa-isahin. And ang dami naming nakikita. In fact, marami pa kaming nakita na hindi pa namin na itatanong. So, hindi siya terrorism on our part na we're terrorizing the OVP. Had they answered the questions from the very beginning, then sana tapos na sana yung mga hearings ngayon. Ang problema, they spent so much time not attending the hearings, and now that they are attending, di ba? So, kung sana nung umpisa pa lang pumunta na sila, then sana tapos na, nasagot na sana nila. Yun lang. Uy, sumagot ka.
Well, ganito kasi Maria, no? We're actually what we're trying to exercise here is the mandate of this office. I mean the mandate of the legislature. The only way for us to really find out is to hold these inquiries, no? And to hold anybody accountable. Yun lang man talaga yung pinaka gusto natin mangyari in aid of legislation. Tama pa yung sinabi ni Kong Pami na we are not pinpointing directed to the office which he occupies right now, which the Vice President occupies right now. Hindi naman ho natin kasalanan yun, di ba? Sabi nga ni Pami Tadhana, nagkataon po na naging Vice President siya. So number one, the issue is there. There are so many questions that up to now have not fully answered. There are so many questions and the manner by which these confidential funds were spent. There are questionable ARs to a point that there was a deliberate refusal to attend, to a point of sa palagay ho namin sa committee it's an attempt to that can rectify these wrongs. So ganun lang po. I think we should focus on the issue and not to dwell on and to promote transparency.
Of TV5. I think the two quotes mentioned were interrelated in the sense na Lily Spring issue. She's answering the issue by bringing up politics, yung presidency. But I think what we have to note here is that this issue goes way back po, no? Before the Good Government Committee and before people were talking about dahil po ito ay in relation to the presidency, whether 2022 or 2028. We had questions na po. And this started with no other than yung sa budget hearings natin, which was the question is really how the budget was, although it had its corresponding slash in the budget, it's not sufficient po. And kaya nga po pumasok yung good government. So to answer the issue by saying po that this is related to man or if it's about the future presidency, we have to set it aside because what we're talking about here is yung accountability doon sa expenditure of the confidential funds. And it just goes to show, it goes back to that po, no? We've had this question during the budget, we've had it near the committee hearings, and we will continue to have it until we answer our questions during the budget. Baka tapos na po yung we wouldn't have had to come to that committee hearing. So I think that's where we're coming from. This is a mandate constitution, power of the purse, together with oversight. Yun lang naman po yung inatupag po namin dito. Yan lang. Thank you.
So medyo nakakapanibago kasi wala pa po sa calendar natin any good government required committee hearing. May effect po ba yung impact, yung message ni PBBM with that? May ceasefire ba?
Yung sa good government, we were supposed to meet Friday. I remember, ako yun, I actually called the chairman na nabanggit nga ng ating vice president na she was going to skip the NBI, yung patawag ng NBI, dahil kailangan niyang pumunta sa hearing. Actually, dapat nung Friday nag-hearing tayo. And then, for sure naman, within the day or tomorrow, maglalabas kami ng schedule kung
Kasi in the first place, we're not in war with anybody. We are not doing this against anybody. We are actually doing our job. There's a question of accountability. There's the issue on upholding transparency in government affairs. Ito po ay mandato ng legislatura. Ito po ay binigay ng Constitution na dapat, hindi lang mandato, it's an obligation and responsibility. So I don't see why some people look at this as something na giyera. So to me, hindi ho ceasefire. We just do our job. We'll continue to do our job. And wala po kaming ginigera sino man o kanino man.
Well, again, in addition to that lang po siguro, Marian, no? Binanggit po earlier, it's related to an earlier question. And I think regardless po no, of yung ceasefire na sinasabi kung meron man, it's really a matter of consideration for the committee na baka po yung resource persons are still gathering, availability of the congressmen. We've seen as early as Friday last week, as according to Congresswoman Zamora, we were supposed to have a hearing. So tuloy-tuloy naman po talaga. It's just these considerations. But just parang sinasabi, it's an intentional move to cause harm of sorts in parang gera. Like have always been calling, we've always been saying earlier, let's set aside politics po. We're just doing our job here. We're talking about transparency and accountability. So dun lang naman po yung issue natin. Whether or not the scheduling has a problem, I think that's separate naman po. But I do believe from our understanding, tuloy pa rin po yung Quadcom and good government.